All right, well, this is the video that everybody's been asking for. Well, not everybody, but some people. This actually goes back 4 years ago at this time frame, ladies and gentlemen. Check out my About page on it's investdaily.app/about. You'll see what I'm talking about. This goes back to the good old days. Is it the good old days anymore? Not so much. I mean, it's not as good as it used to be, right? Back in 2022, in 2021, when times were just exceptionally well. In fact, the chart is still very present in terms of those good times that happened. This is the 76% collapse on the day of infamy, which I call July 8th. July 8th, 2022 is the day of infamy when the stock collapsed and it went down 76% in a single trading day. Now, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The reason I'm making another video is because they actually just completed their split. They also just had a change of control. And so this is an update video for anybody out there invested in this stock. As you can see, it's a penny stock. It trades over the counter. Just a couple caveats as we move forward. These stocks can be extremely risky, and so you want to be careful. All right, well, let's take a look here. We have a new control of ownership and corporate recapitalization. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. The company is shifting towards an acquisition-focused strategy following a leadership change, and I think it was a 10-for-1 reverse split. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but let's find out, actually. Let's go to over-the-counter markets, and we'll find that out here on the reverse split before we proceed, because it should be, I think, 10-for-1. 10-for-1 reverse split is what we saw. And if we look at, let me see here. There's the capitalization news. I'm not sure if it's showing up on this, but I think it was a 10-for-1 reverse split, wasn't it? So anyway, but it looks like Jay Wright is acquired majority voting control of the company from George Sharp. Management said the company plans to pursue acquisition opportunities across sectors, including AI, software, robotics, UAVs, and manufacturing. There it is, 1-for-10 reverse stock split as part of a recapitalization initiative. Following the reverse split, WNFT reported 94.35 million common shares outstanding and no debt. Shares are expected to temporarily trade under WNFTD before reverting back to WNFT. They announced Jay Wright acquiring a majority control of the company from George Sharp in a privately negotiated transaction. Wright most recently served as the chief strategy officer of Castellum Incorporated, which is a New York Stock Exchange American-listed defense and technology company. So, Castellum Incorporated, never heard of this company, but I'm curious now if it should trade on the NASDAQ, I would think, right? Castellum, hold on a second, Castellum Incorporated. And it looks like, so, investor relations, where's the ticker symbol? That's what I want to know. But yeah, it looks like a legit company. It looks like it trades on the, I don't see a ticker symbol, but CTM, there it is, New York Stock Exchange American. So CTM stock is the 69 cents a share. Now, this is going to be a market cap of 65 million. So, I mean, like, this is not a massive company by any means, but he was the CEO of this company. Now, the stock price, not the best over the last year, let's just say that, but you get the idea. So he was the CEO of that, or not the CEO, he was the chief strategy officer of Castellum, a New York Stock Exchange-based list defense and technology company. According to the company, Wright previously worked as a mergers and acquisition attorney at Foley and Lardner and Skadden, ARPS, before being later serving as an investment banker at Merrill Lynch. He has also held executive roles at several public companies and advised dozens of businesses on acquisition strategy and execution. Management said the company intends to pursue an acquisition-driven growth strategy targeting sectors including software, managed services, artificial intelligence, robotics, unmanned aerial vehicles, and U.S.-based manufacturing initiatives. We plan to look for something interesting, accretive acquisition opportunities, Mr. Wright. As baby boomers continue to retire, we believe the ability to execute on acquisition-driven growth strategy will continue to grow. Opportunities abound in areas such as software, managed services, artificial intelligence, robotics, UAVs, and onshoring of manufacturing. The goal is to build a large, successful, profitable public company which helps America, qualifies for a listing on a major U.S. exchange, and builds significant shareholder value. Separately, Worldwide NFT also announced the 1-for-10 reverse split. So the announcement is significant because it marks a strategic major shift in worldwide WNFT away from its prior corporate positioning and a broader acquisition-oriented holding company model. Leadership transitions combined with recapitalizations and reverse stock splits often attract investor attention for OTC-listed companies, particularly when accompanied by plans for acquisitions or uplisting ambitions. Investors may focus on whether management can successfully identify and execute acquisitions capable of generating sustainable revenue and profitability. At the same time, reverse stock splits and acquisition-driven strategies can carry elevated execution and dilution risk, specifically for smaller public companies pursuing aggressive expansion plans. The emphasis on sectors such as AI, robotics, and defense-related technologies may also increase speculative interest, given broader market enthusiasm surrounding these industries. So there it is, and that is Worldwide NFT. Now, I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is a stock that is, now in the last year, it's up 76%. This has been a wild ride, though. At least they're getting an acquisition done finally. You know, this has been ongoing. This has been basically since the anticipated acquisition. I mean, around the same time, 4 years. So 2022, we had the anticipated acquisition of Worldwide NFT. The name change already occurred. No, it did not occur until the split. It was still golf. So 4 years ago, it was still golf, and times were really great back then, believe me. But not so much anymore. I mean, look, they got the acquisition done, but where's the liquidity? You know, where's the ability for this thing to go on a massive run? It could happen. It could happen. But I mean, right now, we're still sitting at a fraction of what we used to trade at. Split adjusted, you know, the equivalent. This was like when Worldwide NFT hit 45 cents and then it collapsed. But the equivalent after the split is showing kind of weird on the chart. But the point is, it's still very, very low compared to where, you know, it was before. So it's got a lot of room to move up here, you know, if we're ever going to get back to that same spot. But it's possible. You know, we're sitting at a $15 million market cap, not very high. One stock that I've mentioned, which is ridiculously cheap after its reverse split, did something similar in terms of market cap. This one's not even at $1 million market cap. So that's kind of ridiculous. But this one's trading at 3 cents. Now, I'm not saying you should buy this one. I'm just saying, could this stock go parabolic? Absolutely. I mean, any of these stocks could, especially under the right conditions. You know, sometimes it takes the right conditions, and sometimes, you know, it takes the right news. You know, we saw a stock, for example, after the significant news that came out. Now it's back down to 8 cents, which funny enough is when I started talking about this stock, it was basically at like under 10 cents a share. Look at this though. I mean, this is what can happen when you get a good piece of news. In the fall, as you can see in August, this stock was trading at 6 or 8 cents a share and it hit $2.50 a share just like that. Now, this market cap is about a $4 or $5 million market cap. I mean, you know, if you divide the price down to 4 cents and half, this thing's at a 2-point-something million market cap. So you get the idea. These low market cap stocks can really, you know, they can go on big runs. And so that's the thing you have to look for is like, what's your opportunity in these things? I mean, obviously take profits when you're up big. Same with Worldwide NFT if you were to catch this thing and it goes on a big run. But, you know, there's obviously a lot of risk. The risk is lower now, I think, that they've actually found somebody to take over the company, especially somebody with New York Stock Exchange experience at Castellum. I mean, that's great. But we'll see what happens. So for those of you guys wanting the update video, there it is. There's Worldwide NFT, WNFT, WNFTD. Wishing shareholders the best of luck on this one, but we'll see what happens, and we'll see if we can make some magic happen like we did 4 years ago. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys in the next one. Happy Memorial Day, and take care.